Konnichiwa. So in this video, I'd like to get you started on reading and recognizing kanji. Kanji are fascinating, and you might be really surprised at how easy they are to start learning. So as I mentioned in the last video, each kanji character has a meaning. And by the end of today's video, my goal is to have you recognizing and reading 20 kanji characters. So here are 9 kanji. More than 3,000 years ago, when Chinese people started developing the writing system of kanji that Japan eventually adopted from China, the first kanji that people created were ones where the written character actually looked a little bit like the thing that they were trying to write down in words. So those kanji are called pictographs. Of the thousands of kanji that exist today, there are not that many that are pictographs because, as you can imagine, most words are for things that you cannot draw a picture of. Like, how do you draw a picture of believe or love or hate or all kinds of things, right? So the pictographic kanji, they are only a small fraction of the total kanji, but they're fun and they're easy to learn. So before I even teach you what these are, I'd like you to guess what they are. So these are some kanji that actually look like the thing that they represent. So assuming that you don't know any kanji already, see if you can guess to match the 9 kanji characters with the 9 meanings that we have here. Pause the video if you need more time. So the shape that looked like a mouth, the kanji shape that looked like a rice paddy of farmers planting rice, the kanji shape that looked like a river, the kanji shape that looked like a campfire with logs, the kanji shape that looked like a stick figure person walking, the kanji shape that looked like a tree, the one that looked like a mountain, a crescent moon, and an eyeball. Perhaps you guessed many of them correctly. So this is fire. Think of 2 logs and flames coming out on either side. River, so the water is flowing down the river. An eyeball, it's a square eyeball, but it has 2 lines across the middle because the 2 lines outline the darker pupil of the eye. Mouth, a square mouth. Stick figure person walking. These are the 3 peaks of the mountain. Tree, as you can see, this kanji tends to emphasize the roots more than the branches. A crescent moon, notice that the left side of this kanji is a bit curved, like the curve of the crescent moon. And this also has 2 lines going across. Maybe think of it as some wispy clouds across the crescent moon. And rice paddy. Now this is blank. Can you now say the meaning of each of these kanji? Pause the video if you need. So you learn that this kanji means, and this kanji means, tree and person. Some kanji are made up of combinations of these kanji. New kanji can be created by combining parts of other kanji. So if these top 2 kanji mean tree and person, can you guess what these 3 kanji might mean? And I'm going to give you 5 possible answers. What would you guess? Pause the video if you need. Okay, because this kanji means tree, when you put 2 trees together, it does not mean 2 trees. It means a grove of trees. Or the woods, something not too big though, small. If you put 3 trees together to create 1 new kanji, then this is the kanji for forest. It does not mean 3 trees. Then this kanji, meaning person, if you put a person up against a tree, yeah, it looks a little bit different, but this kanji takes too much space. So if we want it to only be part of a kanji, we had to make it narrower. Think of a person leaning up against a tree or sitting with their back against the tree. So this kanji means to rest or to take a break. And if you take a rest or a break from school or from work, you are absent. So it also means to be absent. Those are verbs, actions. Or you can use it as a noun, a rest, a break, a vacation, or an absence. The first 9 kanji were pictographics, that actually the shape of the kanji looked like the thing they were actually representing. But many other kanji are concepts. They symbolize concepts, but some of them are really easy to visualize. So I think you'll be able to match these kanji as well. What do these 6 kanji mean? Here are your choices. Stop the video if you need. I'm moving on. This kanji, think of the top as the ground, and all of these other bits and pieces are below the ground. This kanji, this part is the ground, and all the other pieces are above the ground. So this kanji is C, down below, under. And this kanji is B, up, or above, or on top of. And this kanji is a box with a stick going through the middle, so it means middle or inside. And then these are easy to know, the number 1, the number 2, and the number 3. Okay, don't get this kanji mixed up with this kanji that we already looked at. Please say the meaning of all 10 of these kanji in English. Stop the video if you need, because here's the answer key. Okay, the next new kanji builds upon the tree. It's another concept kanji. This is your new kanji. Notice that this new kanji adds an extra line here, emphasizing the root of the tree. So one meaning of this kanji is origin. For example, you could say the origin of my family, my ancestors originally came from China or India or Italy. Another way of saying that is my family has its roots in Europe or India or the Arabian Peninsula. This kanji does not literally mean the roots of a plant, but it does mean root in terms of origin of something. Another way of thinking of this kanji is that by adding this line here, that's where you're going to chop it down. You're going to chop down the tree to make a book. So this kanji has two meanings. One meaning is origin, the other meaning is book. Previously, you learned that this kanji, remember there was a slight curve over here, and I said think of the middle two lines as wispy clouds going across. Remember that this kanji meant moon. Be sure not to get that mixed up with the box one. This one I said the two lines going across. We colored this part brown, represent the pupil of an eye. In Japanese, in kanji, there's no difference between singular and plural. So this kanji might mean one eye, or two eyes, both eyes, or many eyes. So this is the new kanji I want to introduce to you. Don't get it mixed up with these two shapes. Notice there's only one line going across. This one is the sun. So moon and sun, not to be confused with eye. The interesting thing about this kanji is that not only does it mean moon, but it also means month. Because when the moon goes around the earth one time around, 1 month has gone by. So moon and month, even in English, M-O-O-N and M-O-N, the word month comes from the word moon. It has one other meaning. This kanji means moon, it means month, and it also stands for Monday. Same thing, moon day, month, Monday. Even in English, they come from the same word. This kanji means all three of those things, depending on how it's used in the sentence. So what do you think this kanji also means? One meaning is the sun. The next meaning is day. When the sun comes up in the east and sets in the west, 1 day has passed. The third meaning of this kanji is Sunday. So this is Monday, this is Sunday. Again, the kanji for moon is long and skinny and a little bit curved, like a crescent moon, 2 lines going across being the wispy clouds. The sun is a little bit rounder, and if there was a sunspot in the middle, that's the line going across. Okay, moon and sun, or month and day. Once you know that, you can actually read dates in kanji. So what date do you think this is? It's the 3rd month, 2nd day. In other words, this is how you write March 2nd. So knowing that, what are these dates? And then instead of kanji numbers, it's also possible to write dates using regular Arabic numbers that people all around the world use. Pause the video if you need, because here are the answers. January 3rd, February 1st, September 15th, December 31st. Okay, so you have already been introduced to 20 kanji characters. See if you can match all the meanings Remember, some of the kanji have more than one meaning, so there's more than 20 possibilities here. Ganbarimashita! You can already recognize 20 kanji characters.